Hey, you should Rexy, I'm Tom.
My bro,
Nikki.
And this is Oshinoko, episode 2 of season 2.
Ooh.
So last time the mangaka came over and she wants to rewrite everything.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
We don't know how much time it is before the play starts, but assumedly they don't have that much time.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a bit of a crunch time after this for everybody to relearn everything.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of guessing it's gonna make what's her name, Akane's character more suited to what she likes,
More prominent?
more to the book. I'm kind of feeling like the whole thing that happened with Akane's character was made the mangaka sad. Because she was probably going along with what people wanted. Like, you know, it was like what happens to that particular type of character happening to her. Just like, no, it's my favorite character.
Yeah, nobody was paying attention or anything.
Yeah.
So it actually brings up that initially the mangaka, they said that she approved the changes. So either something changed with the mangaka, or maybe she didn't expect them to do it like this, something like that. Maybe when she actually saw it play out, she didn't like that.
Okay, that changes everything.
Guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, you can see the uncut version of this or anything else that we do with the Patreon down below, as well as 2 weeks ahead for the show Steins Gate, and also for the show Violet Evergarden, which is premiering for this channel on Thursday. So thank you very much. I will see you in discussion.
どのあたりっていうか、その全部
What?
Oh, maybe a previous conversation.
Yes. Ooh. Hours earlier.
So this was before the whole thing started.
メルト君。
おっす。この公演、冠城 P が外部の役者のキャスティングに噛んでるんだと。つまり俺たちは冠城組ってわけだ。よろしくね。
よろしくね。
なんだよそれ。わかるけどな。僕に演技できないやついて、今日天の悪夢が再びとか思ってんだろ。あれが初めての演技だったんだから多めに見てくれとは言わないけどよ。今日天から
9 months. Yeah.
Okay.
ちょっとは勉強してたな。
Okay.
前よりかはマシになってると思うから、ダメだったら遠慮なく言ってくれ。
Okay, that was pretty big of you.
僕の名前はライダー。この公演の総合責任者。で、こっちが演出家の金ちゃんね。
金ちゃん。
脚本家のゴアさん。
よろしくお願いします。
最後に主演を務める。
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it was gonna. I thought Matt was gonna about curb stomp a man right in front of us.
What is wrong with his character?
姫川大輝。よろ。
He's just like me for real.
It's like bestie?
マガチの時は迷惑かけっぱなしだったから。舞台は私の本業だし、今度は私がアクア君の助けになるよ。
9 months. By the way, it just hit me again. It's like that's why your hair is so long.
全然私まだまだだし、自信なんて。
あの二人付き合ってるんだっけ？リアリティショーでどうのこうのって。
番組上そういう流れになってるみたいね。でもあくまでビジネスみたいよ。そりゃキスした相手とすぐそういうになったら関係悪いでしょうし。なんか仲はいいみたいだけど。
He's not even like shaken by all of that. Yeah.
狙ってのキャスティングなんかな。マッチしてていいんじゃね？
私は役者のリアル情報と手の上をリンクさせるの。
Right, right,
好
right.
きじゃないけどね。基本的に観客が持つ情報ってのは一律に揃えた方が演出は広く刺さるものなのに。
おお、尖ってんな。
私はこういうのが強い。
そんな気を使わなくてよかったのに。最初からガシガシ来てくれたら、俺だって自分のためさにも。
Then it would have been worse.
He thought he was good.
いや、言い訳だな。忘れてくれ。
Well, I guess you know, getting ripped online, you know,
Yeah.
tear somebody down a couple pegs.
先生はアニメ化経験もドラマ化経験もありますよね。いろいろ言いたいことがあるけど、どこまで言っていいのかもわからなくて。先生、劇の稽古見学。
So this gave her the bravery to stand up and say something.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
わけじゃないけど、 いいわよ、言ってあげる。よかった、ありがとうございます。その前に歯磨きいいですか？私何か食べた後はすぐ磨かないと気持ち悪くて。そうだったわね。すぐ戻ります。
Okay.
Quirk noted.
変人揃いの漫画業界にアミコ先生はなかなか癖が強い。
Okay.
原作者が変に出張って現場が混乱するなんて話もそこら中で耳にする。だから
I prefer that, honestly. Well, the author to have take.
As a consumer, yeah. How hardcore is she brushing her? Did she bring her electric toothbrush? That's the question.
2 of them. Yeah.
何してるの？ダブル歯磨きです。歯ブラシを使えば2倍の速度で磨けるじゃないですか。先生を待たせるわけにはいかないので倍速でやってます。
Would have been better if it was an electric toothbrush.
変人だ。
Yo, she's
ambidextrous skill right
She
there.
does this all the time.
脚本全部直してください。
Fix all of it.
全部ってさすがにそれは
Oh no, the screenwriter. He's dying inside.
He already said he struggled with the
私は
script.
何度も直してくださいって言いましたよ。
Oh, she's asked him before.
実際動いてるところを見ればこの脚本でいいのがわかるっていうから。
Oh.
ここからどう直せばよいのでしょう。
あなたがこの脚
Oh
本を
no. Lasers.
修正したいところは事前にお伝えします。
Oh.
That guy is shaking.
Rando is terrified.
どう直せばいい？本当に東京ブレイドに
Jeez.
してますか？
もちろん読ませていただいてます。
This should be a private meeting.
The director doesn't even care.
ための脚本を
読んだ上
He
に
just
これ
shoots.
なんですか？あなたが開けてくる脚本。このキャラはこんなこと言わないし、
Wow.
こんなことしないってのばっかり。うちの子たちはこんなバカじゃないん
Alright,
です
ease
け
back
ど。
a little bit.
それは演劇というメディアの性質上。いえ、修正箇所いただければ対応を。
He's trying very hard.
どれだけ言っても治ってないんですよ。私が飲める
Where's your sensei? Grab her.
脚本家の方が純粋に理解してない。
Care at all.
He's just like, it's another Tuesday.
この人ちょっと創作者としてのセンスが。
Yeah.
先生、一旦ちょっと。
Brutal.
ちゃぶ台返しかしら。
Him just staring at everything.
Like, I have no response to this. The other guy was also part of the process.
Yeah,
that's, why he's terrified.
Oh, he was the in between.
に不満があったのだろ
Oh.
う。怒りに近い形で修正指示を
Oh, and he was the one like, oh, she was fine with it.
原作
A lot of intermediaries.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
リライティングはほぼほぼ伝言ゲームに
So it's not his fault. He thought he was doing fine.
If she has this much control, have her in the room.
Then he changes it. Oh, okay, that's the title of this episode.
今回の原作サイド、舞台のこと何も分かってないっぽいな。この修正だと新規セットが必要になるから、スケジュール的に無理。
作者の意図としては心情の出し方を情緒あふれる形にしてほしい。
じゃあここ足すか。
Yeah, he doesn't even get any of that.
Yeah.
ない方がエモいと思うんだけど、原作者が言うなら仕方ない。
互いがベストを尽くそうとする中で発生する
Yeah, that guy should be in that room.
Yeah.
翻訳できない仲介者。さまざまな要因で原作者と脚本家は今日もどこかで揉めているのだ。アビコ先生の怒りも突然湧いて出たものでは
It's been
ない。
weeks.
Yeah.
一向に反映されない自分の意図に対する強い抗議の意味も含まれているのだろう。センスない。修正もまた外れ。連盟を理解してると思えない。もう私に全部脚本書かせてください。
Oh.
No, no, that's also a bad thing.
Yeah, yeah.
編集部的にもあるでしょう。
He needs to translate.
絶対にやります。
Uh-oh.
じゃなきゃこの劇の許諾取り下げます。
Man's about to throw up.
いろいろと。
違約金って何千万とかでしょ。 いいですよ、私が出します。
そういうわけにはいかないんです。結局会社が出さ
The company that pays, not her.
じゃあ出して。名義もそのままで、脚本家さんに普通にギャラ払ってくだ
That's
さい。
right.
Wow.
でももう関わらなくていいです。
Why are you here, Aqua?
仕方ないよ。脚本家の地位って
What?
Is it?
Unfortunately.
上の人が何か言ったら簡単に首をすげ替えられる。こんなのね、よくあることなんだ。つまらなかったらファンから先般のようにさらし上げる。
Yeah.
面白かったら全部原作の手柄。
Yeah.
プロデューサーの趣味をねじ込まれて、大手事務所には出城を増やせと圧をかけられて、それでも作品として成立するように作らなくちゃいけない。降ろされるのは別に構いません。ただクレジットからは僕の名前消してもらえませんか。先生が書き直したものを
Yeah.
あたかも自分の脚本みたいに出すのは僕にもプライドがあるので。僕はゴア君の脚本方針は間違ってないと思ってる。今回のもいい脚本だと胸を張って言えるよ。どうか今回は事故にあったと思ってどうか飲んでくれないか
Be the fall guy.
Yeah.
な。わかりました。
Because if he says no, then he
構いま
just.
せん。
Yeah.
今度飯をおごってくださいよ。本当申し訳ない。何でも好きな時食ってくれ。
He's really getting screwed over.
Wow.
Especially since like writing a manga and writing a play.
Yeah.
Different.
Two very different things.
他の仕事のスケジュールずらしてまで受けた仕事。
Oh wow. It's supposed to be a big breakthrough job.
魂込めて脚本書いた。頑張ったつもり。
Maybe you can talk to her or something.
この人ちょっと創作者としてのセンスが。
Is Aqua gonna rescue him too?
原作サイドとの交渉の後、新しい脚本が上がり次第連絡をする。
Oh.
それまで稽古は休止とする。
Oh.
Wow.
なんか大変なことになっちゃった。
Yeah.
原作者が許諾しないものは勝手にやることはできないからね。稽古中断は痛いな。今回の舞台ステージアラウンドだし、稽古期間多く取りたいんだけど。
そういや、そのステージアラウンドって何？
知らないで稽古してたの？それ分かってなきゃイメージできなくない？
駅のステージなんてほとんど同じだろ。
This is la la la.
アクア君、舞台そんなに好きじゃないでしょ。
気づかれたか。
気づきますと。
場面転換のたびにセット入れ替えてテンポ悪いし、可動式のセットは安っぽい。劇特有の大げさな演技にいまいち乗れない。同じ時間使うなら
Fair
演
enough.
出聞かせられる映像の方を見るのがいい。
大体想像通りの答えだね。
そっちから聞いておいて。
ステアラで舞台見たことないんだ。せっかく時間できたんだからちょっとデートしよう。
Ooh.
And
Still
Zaito.
not on her side.
Let's go.
教えてあげる。
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
That's it?
Oh.
Whoa.
I forgot this is in a movie.
It still always feels
Short.
yeah.
Discussion.
Discussion.
All right, so that was pretty much a brutal manhandling of that man in public.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because she doesn't understand the hierarchy of things and what was going on while she was sending her revisions.
Yeah, it passes through like 6 people before it
Yeah.
gets to him.
I also blame what's her name for this. The girl that sensei that I don't know her name. The one that the light brown haired one.
Yes, yes.
She has been through the ringer of Sweet today. She should know that this is what happens and explain it to her.
I think she also
didn't know?
I think she tried less.
Of trying to
She-
change things.
Yeah, she tried less, I think.
Yeah, but I'm saying like telling her, like it's not his fault or this is what's happening. Why the revisions aren't going through the way you want. Like she seems to have a better understanding of it. Like she was telling us. So I'm like, why didn't she tell her? She's a young girl who's obviously like immature and like new to this game.
She's 22.
And she was asking. Oh, never mind. She's asking her directly, like, you did this. I blame her partially, not fully, partially.
Her anger is justified at the script,
Yes.
not the script writer.
Yes.
You know, I mean, the script is bad based on what she wants, but yeah, she needs to understand it more. But also her agent, it just
nobody's
there's
really
so many layers of people trying to be polite that it has to filter through.
Yes.
Which there is a place for that. You have to try to tone things down, especially when you're the middle guy. The guy who's in the office, his whole job is to transfer on information. If he sends it on, he probably will actually get blamed if like something rude comes through. But at the same time, I don't understand why every time something productive was happening, where she was pointing out specifically her issues with why is it rewritten like this, why is it rewritten like that, he's just never in the room. And he says later it's because the scriptwriters are really low on the totem pole, pretty much. So no one really cares about whether his opinion, I guess.
opinion, yeah.
But at the same time, it's
He's a
like
pawn.
he's the one who writes. Have him in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess that whole pawn thing is what makes it to they're not even thinking about that important connection. Like he's the one, and he explained it too. Like even though he's putting all this blood, sweat, and tears into it, he is just gonna get the best, and not even the best. He gets the worst of it only.
Yeah.
Like if it does well, the original gets the praise. If it does bad, he gets blamed.
Yes.
Like so, it's like there's no winning for the scriptwriter. So I think that's why they also don't have respect for the scriptwriter. So they're not thinking of like, let's protect the scriptwriter's reputation or let's speak up for this guy. They don't care either.
Who cares about those guys?
Yeah.
Which I mean, we see it happen all the time in the West too. I mean, notably, like Game of Thrones recently. Like everybody loved that show until it started being bad, and then suddenly the names of the directors kept coming up more and more because they weren't just directors; they were also the ones translating from the book to the show, and everyone hates them specifically.
Not
it was
Guy.
their fault. I will say it was their fault.
Yeah.
But no one really gave them praise for the earlier seasons.
It's all
like,
the
George,
original guy.
you're a genius. George,
yeah.
you're great at this.
Yeah.
I mean, sure,
Yes.
people behind the scenes noticed and they're
Yeah.
getting other projects, but
Yeah.
the public always acknowledged George until things were bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I you go ahead first.
No, I was gonna mention like the whole thing with like the undervalued screenwriters and scriptwriters is because we had that whole protest with the writers' protest.
Yeah.
Was like to this point when I mean you see a director's name on the thing and they go, oh, you don't do that when you see a scriptwriter's name on it. You know? We don't know the scriptwriters.
No. I was also gonna say like I think it's a bit of human psychology where when you love someone's work and you connect them to the work, like say George and listen to people who read the book,
Yeah.
it's like you don't want to see a negative. So you'd rather think, even if maybe it came from the book this way and that's why the directors went this direction because of the way it was portrayed in the book, they're not going to look at it that way. It's like none of it is his fault. But he gets all the praise. That's just like a human thing.
Yes.
We don't want to like badmouth the people we love. We'd rather find something to throw blame on.
The source material is perfect. But and then also, to be fair for translations and stuff, in terms of like taking from a book to a movie, it is the only reason you're going to watch this movie is because the source is highly acclaimed, right?
Yeah.
So if it does well on screen, that means everybody did their job of correctly taking the good
Translating.
thing and keeping it good once you made it here. You didn't make it good.
Yeah.
It was already good.
Yeah.
So if it's bad now, you made it bad because it was already good. So I can see why in that case, but there's other cases as well, you know, when it's not coming from something. And the scriptwriters still don't get credit.
Yeah.
That's true.
For the credit thing that you wanted to do, as you pointed out, it's very different to write a manga than to write a theater play. So who knows how this is going to turn out. But I remember there was this interview with Quentin Tarantino where he got into like a huge argument. He stopped working with this guy because he was writing some script for some movie and halfway through he's like, I can't do it anymore, I drop out. Either he didn't like it or didn't have time, something like
Who,
that.
Quentin?
Quentin. And he left, but then he had someone else come in and pick up the slack and finish it, but he kept Quentin as a credit.
Oh, yeah.
And
He
so
wasn't
because of
happy.
that, Quentin was enraged because it's like, it's not my script. How dare you? And it's like standard Hollywood practice and use some expletives. It's like, you don't do that to me, all right? You don't do that to me. But yeah, so it's just something that happens. So
Yeah. It's like
Interesting.
we already put out the posters, we already sent out like the list of people who are on the project.
yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
it's just unfair.
It's just unfair.
But it also makes sense from the production side of things.
I mean, like you asked me, like, sorry, could you take the fall on this, my
Right.
friend?
Humiliated in private. Publicly humiliated in public. But if this is terrible, you're still getting the credits. And if it's good, no one cares.
No one cares. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then we see, I like how we pointed out, like Aqua's just inserts himself in the middle of that situation.
He was like, where did you come from?
We see the girl, we see him, and then Aqua. I'm like,
What is that?
what? There's an oddball here. I don't know. Like the random actor just shows up. I don't know.
He's like, are you gonna take this?
Yeah.
He's like, go on, fight him. Fight him.
Go.
Go on, fight him.
You can do it.
Fight him.
So funny.
Throw them hands.
Yes. But yeah, there's a little insert earlier in the episode that not quite on this topic, but we see when they first show up at the meeting. We see when they first show up at the meeting, and Akane and Aqua are talking, and they look so comfy together, according to Kana and Melt. So Kana is like seething.
Yes.
And then Melt is like, wow, I didn't know you were like this. Now you get to meet the real me.
Yeah, she's blunt about it.
Yeah.
She's like, I was
situation.
faking before. I was wearing a mask.
Sparing your feelings.
Yeah, I'm still not on Team Akane. I just...
No, me neither.
No.
They're such a cute couple.
No.
Shut up.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
Wonder when they'll get married.
I'm not gonna feed you anymore.
But they're going on a date now.
Yeah.
A dato!
Yeah,
They're
to
going
the
to the
theater.
theater to culturize Aqua.
Yes.
Because Aqua hates theater. And, you know, all of his complaints are very snobby when you think about it. Like, that's a snob theater hater. Like, those are very specific dislikes.
Yeah, it's like...
So it's like, I've gone to theater. I've never
that
thought of
someone
those
has
things.
watched it several times.
He has to have, like, watched it in a nitpicky way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just saying that's kind of like a it's kind of like a tsundere theater. I don't like theaters.
Well, I think he actually doesn't
No,
like theater.
I know, but I feel like he's going to start to once he experiences real
Probably.
theater.
Especially this what do you call it? Play around theater. What was
Stage
it?
around.
Stage around theater.
I can see his complaints, and I was like, those are okay, decent points if you're not into that kind of thing. But I do think the problem is he's coming at it from a person who enjoys standard video entertainment, which he says right at the end.
I think that's what it is.
If he actually sits down and immerses himself, I think he probably would enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's a different medium.
Yeah, it's a different experience to actually see somebody in front of you doing things.
Yeah.
And the sounds, the music.
Indeed. Yeah, so to the theater and brush your teeth double time.
Double time. I can't believe you guessed that. Two toothbrushes.
Toothbrushes.
Wow.
Only one way made that crazy.
I feel like the writers sat there and was like, how can we make this site be as weird as possible? 2. That's funny.
And then with the other sensei gets her like a electric toothbrush for her birthday, she goes out and gets herself
Gets a second one.
You know.
Next time we see her in the bathroom, double time.
Double time.
Double time.
Gotta be careful with over-brushing, though. You know,
It wears away your enamel.
Yeah, some people, they're so obsessive about it, then they end up getting cavities from just shearing it down.
Yeah.
And your gums.
Yeah.
Unhappy gums.
Unhappy gums.
Steel gums. But, yeah.
Anyway.
Guys, thank you everyone for being here. Guys, if you like this time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, if you want to see the uncut version of this, check it out on Patreon down below. You can watch the whole thing with us, as well as like to remind you the movie poll is ongoing. Got lots of votes. I think in the lead right now is Akira, with second place being Dune.
Ooh.
So as time goes on, we'll see as it progresses. So guys, thank you very much for being here. We'll see you in City. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, bye.
Special thanks to our patrons: Kim Gi-ro, Fufu, Nishikaze, James, Frederick, Johan G, Tyrone, Jr., Eric Barnett, Jamal Wilson, Laser, Mavistro, Misha, Andres Medina, JD310, Alexander Dietz, Das Booty, Dev G, Al Harion, Deli, Ollie Perskinen, Miguel Gomez, Potassium Moment, Lai Batten Kados,